Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is back.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's get on with that afternoon tea. Okay, you guys, and thank you for joining me, and welcome to an episode of Home and Garden with Nick. It's almost Christmas, and today is a very special day because today we are saying farewell to our dearly beloved Peggy, who is off to a chateau in France to visit some family. I believe it's under construction and renovation, and Scooter ain't going. No, thank you very much. He's staying right here at Heathfield, and then he's going to be heading off to Balmoral on St. Stephen's Day. Lucky Scooter. So, today, guys, we're going to be having afternoon tea to celebrate Peggy's leaving. No, sorry, Scooter, to actually celebrate Christmas with our beloved Peggy. Oh, I hear you all say, how wonderful. So what I'm going to be doing today is we're going to be doing an afternoon tea, but it's going to be more of a Christmassy afternoon tea. So I'll tell you all about what's going to be included in that when we head out to the kitchen. But we're also going to be adding to the beautiful Christmas tree, as you can see behind me. It is almost finished. We've just got to add the final few baubles that we bought from the lovely Fortnum & Mason this year, if we can find a branch that we can put them on. But anyway, so it's time to hang the baubles on the tree. So this is my hot air balloon from Fortnum & Mason, and Chris has just added some beautiful blue velvet ribbon for me, so I can adorn it on the tree. And the blue velvet ribbon is from an amazing shop in Muswell Hill in London called Sally Bourne Interiors, and she really does do exquisite Christmas decorations, exquisite everything. But Chris always pays a trip there to buy me some Christmas decorations for Christmas Day as well. So I shouldn't be telling you that because you're all going to go there and buy all the decorations that have been none left for me, and I'm the most important person here, so please don't. Okay, so let's put that on that branch there. And then we've also got a beautiful Irish harp, which again has got some fabulous velvet ribbon. And let's pop that on here. And probably one of my favourite is my babushka. I love my babushka. Trouble is finding space for her, but here we go. There's a lovely branch ready and waiting. Lady Elderflower babushka. And of course, I'm sure you remember my Bertie B, my little Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Well, he too is here in a Christmas decoration. So, and he will get pride of place somewhere where I can really enjoy him on my tree. Deck the house, that's when the snow starts falling. I pick all the presents up for you. And of course, one mustn't leave out the adorable Scooter. How cute is he? If only all Scooters were nice and quiet like this one and not up to any mischievous acts. But life would be terribly boring, wouldn't it? Someone's been here and there. The stock is Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Okay, so our final one, and then we head off to the kitchen. And I really am struggling for space now. This is a very full tree. There we are. Perfect. Ta-da! Now, we'll head off to the kitchen and get cracking on the food. Okay, so now for the food. Let's get started. So, what I've done is I've made some mince pies, and this is the recipe that we made before with the orange pastry. So Chris will link that for you in the captions below, and I'm just going to pop some of them onto this lovely platter, which, by the way, I must show you these beautiful Christmas bells. They are so old, they belonged to Chris's mum. And I think when Chris's mum, bless her, sold her house in London to move back to Cyprus, she asked, was there anything anybody particularly wanted? And I think the two bells and the little fabric round bauble were 3 items that I laid claim to. And I've had them ever since. And Chris just put some lovely ribbon on them. So that's just a nice little story to tell you. So you can see these are the most delicious mince pies. Short crust pastry mince pies. We'll pop them all in there. Delightful. How lucky is that Peggy one, honestly. So they shall adorn the dining table. Then let me tell you, we made some cheese scones. And again, this is the recipe from the last cheese scones that I made. And so what I did was I just made them smaller with a smaller pastry cutter, scone cutter, to make them smaller so that we're going to slice them in half and we're going to put some filling on them. And the filling we're going to do is, the first one is going to be from the local farmer's market. I gathered some cheese. So we've got some lovely oak smoked Irish cheddar, and we're going to put that on with some of our wonderful subscriber, Anne Farrelly from County Meath. She brought me down for the open garden the most delicious homemade apple jam. And that with cheese is just amazing. If only she could bottle it and start selling it, we would love some. It is really, really good. Even on a fruit scone, this is really good. So I've got a little bit left, and that just shows you how delicious it was. And that's going to go on the scone with some oak smoked cheddar cheese. Okay. Also, for one of the cheese scone fillings, we are going to do a beautiful cream cheese with pineapple. And that is made locally again in the farmer's market. And it smells wonderful. And we'll put a little bit of cucumber over the top just to garnish it. And then we're going to make, oh yes, and we're going to do a traditional turkey cranberry and stuffing. So I've got my homemade stuffing in the oven, the Aga, which I can smell at the moment cooking away, and that would be really nice. And we're going to do just some cranberry sauce, a little bit of stuffing, and a little bit of turkey. And that's a really nice festive, instead of the usual traditional finger sandwiches, we're going to do them on our cheese scones to make it a little bit more festive. Then I'm also going to make, as a savoury part to go with that, I'm going to make a goat's cheese and red tomato onion chutney on a little, I'm going to cut them out with a scone cutter, and we're going to make little circles so that you can sort of bite-sized pieces to eat for the afternoon tea. So I'm going to show you how to make those. They're going to have a little bit of tomato garnish on the top and just a leaf of rosemary just to give them a little bit of extra flavour. And again, some lovely goat's cheese, which is from the local farmer's market here in Sligo. Okay, so I've just got here a rectangle of shop bought puff pastry. We do not make puff pastry in this house, absolutely under no circumstances. And so we're going to start cutting out. And you don't want to twist, you just want to push down your cutter, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to seal the edges from the lovely puff pastry. So we're going to pop them onto our tray. So you literally want to go down and up and pop it out. Okay, and that's what you're looking for. Okay, so the pastry's been cut into the lovely discs on the baking rack. Now what you need to do is you need to turn your oven on. So you're looking for 200 Celsius fan, 400 Fahrenheit, or a gas mark 6, or throw it into your Aga, your range, whatever you've got. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of our homemade tomato relish, and just a small little bit in the center. Not too much, because you don't want it over spilling over the edge. So just a little blob of relish in the center. Okay, so now for our goat's cheese. So I'm going to try to get 21 pieces of goat's cheese out of this log. We're literally just going to pop it on like so. That fresh, it's breaking on me. But anyway, that doesn't matter, because we're going to put some tomato on there as well. Okay, now we'll put our little piece of tomato, which I've literally just got some cherry tomatoes, and I've just cut them into star shapes. It takes a little bit of practice to get them right. But you can just add half a cherry tomato, or just even a little slither of tomato. And then you just want to put one little sprig of rosemary into each one. By that I mean one leaf, not one sprig, because it's very powerful rosemary. You just want somebody just to get that one little hint of rosemary as they pop it into their mouth. They're going to go into the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. You just want them to puff up so the pastry is cooked. The cheese will melt ever so slightly. And even the smell from the rosemary is just amazing. This is rosemary I picked from my garden. You don't have to put the rosemary if you don't have it. Okay, so these are ready now to pop into the oven. So we'll check on them after 10 minutes and they'll probably take 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so the first one we're going to put together is our cream cheese and cucumber. And I am literally, you can do this however you like, but I am literally just adding a little wedge of the cheese, a slice of cucumber, and then I've cut out these cute little star-shaped pieces of cucumber to go on also. And these scones smell amazing. So your little disc of cucumber, your little wedge of your cream cheese, and your little star. Okay, and now for that delicious apple jam from the gorgeous Anne in County Meath, although she calls herself on the jar Annie's Apple Jelly. So a little bit of your apple jelly, and you're only getting a little bit, Peggy, because I'm running out. And it's too delicious to. And now we'll cut some of our beautiful cheddar, oak smoked cheddar, and we'll pop a nice wedge on there. And we'll pop those on the side. Okay, so now for the turkey cranberry and stuffing. So some lovely, delicious homemade cranberry sauce on there. Be generous with your cranberry sauce because it is nice, especially if you like cranberry sauce. Okay, and then some gorgeous homemade stuffing, which you can see is just out of the oven because the steam is still coming from it. Pop your little bit on there. Okay, and then your amazing turkey. And we'll be quite generous and we'll put 2 pieces of turkey on there just to make sure that we get the full flavour of our turkey cranberry and stuffing. And pop them onto your serving plate. We have to keep these separate because remember we've got the vegetarian, I would have called it something else, coming. So we've got to make sure that we keep the meat separate.
Tell us a little bit about this chateau that Peggy is staying in.
Oh my God, it sounds like it's under complete restoration and renovation. She'll die when she gets there. But anyway, she wanted to go and leave Scooter for her first Christmas, so that's up to her. Challenging times ahead. I really, you guys, 15 minutes is up. I'm putting the kettle on the aga because I deserve a nice cup of tea. And I hope you agree. And so our crostinis are coming out, our little ghost cheese tartlets, and they smell amazing and they look divine. Just be careful, pop them onto your wire rack, and then you can let them cool for a few minutes and pop them onto your plate. Don't put them onto your serving plate straight away or they'll get wet. They'll steam at the bottom and they'll get soggy bottoms. Fit for a queen and a king, I'd say. I hope you'll agree. I wish you could smell the smell from the mince pies and the cheese scones and the little goat's cheese tartlets. I'm so tempted to pop one in my mouth because I'm starving. Anyway, now what am I supposed to do now, Chris? Scooter, have you got any idea what we're supposed to do now? Clean up, I suppose. Let's crack on. There you go, Chris. You can bring those to the dining table. Okay, and so the final thing to go on the table is, of course, the flambéed Christmas pudding, which we shall get going right now. We don't want to set fire to the kitchen. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's get on with that afternoon tea. Oh, there goes the doorbell. Just in time, Peggy.
Drive alone in December rain. They play my favorite song. I see a snowflake melt on the deck. I'm awful cold and longing for the holiday. Counting days until you're here. I've been waiting this whole year. Dear Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night. I know you may suffer light, but together
Okay, you guys, the table is set ready. We have our Christmas pudding, which has just been flambéed. We have our delicious homemade mince pies. We have our goat's cheese and red tomato chutney. We have our homemade cheese scones with our cream cheese and cucumber, our Anne Farrelly's apple jelly and oak smoked cheddar. And we've also got some beautiful traditional turkey, cranberry and stuffing. And just before I leave you and ask you to please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we really need your help to get out there and get so many people watching these amazing videos, and of course me, the star of the show, not Scooter. I want to show you my beautiful new Christmas crackers. I did this to wind Scooter up because they have a picture of Harold on the front. So they are a beautiful emerald Irish green with pheasants all over, and that is our local pheasant Harold, who is on the Christmas crackers, full of hopefully luxury gifts inside and some decent jokes for Christmas Day. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching again, and hopefully we'll see you very soon for another video of Home and Garden with Nick. So from Nikolai, Chris and Scooter, take care and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
We're ready for